So I'm a performer at the Bridgerton Experience here in DC, and I want to share one of my favorite guest interactions that I've had so far. So just for backstory, I play one of the valets who is like the Queen's servant and kind of helps everyone move along through the experience really easily and like creates paths for the Queen and just keeps everything running essentially in terms of like the on-stage side. So I would just be like walking around. That's what I like, part of my job, just to make sure everything's going smoothly, and this happened. Hey, sup? 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 I've never heard that before. I like it. And then a little later on, she like passes me again as I'm getting everyone to the ballroom, and she looks at me and she just goes, sup? Sup? And I looked at her and I was like, sup? It was very exciting. My valet learned a new word. I know, that was very underwhelming, but I do most of my prep once I get to the venue itself, because my call time is an hour and a half before the first show. So at least for right now, I'm in like my comfy clothes, which is what I'll wear until I have to get into costume, and then I can take you on a little bit of the tour of the venue. I can show you what I look like in my costume. I might introduce you to some of my cast members if they feel so inclined, but we gotta rep ourselves while we're there today. Absolutely. I'm gonna go have another cup of coffee or two because I have 3 shows today, which honestly, it goes so quickly once I'm there because the guests have such a great time. They get to take a bunch of photos, they get to meet the Queen, they get to bow for her, they get to watch these 2 beautiful dancers like do their little love story. And the diamond of the season gets chosen. It's very exciting, and I'm very grateful to have this opportunity. I did get to see the show the other night just so I could watch the valets, the role that I'm doing, do their thing in action. And I had a great time as a guest, and I'm honestly having an even better time working there. Just because I am an actor, I'm a DC theater artist, so this is kind of my shtick. Plus, I love Bridgerton. It's one of my favorite shows. Let's talk about that more. Talk in the comments, because I want to talk about it. Here we go. We are almost at the venue. Probably another 3 to 4 minute walk. My commute is a little under a half hour because I take public transit. It's honestly not that bad though. It's really convenient getting here, getting home. I'm gonna show you the outside of the venue a little bit, and then we'll take a little tour inside. Get you the insider scoop. All right, do y'all see that building behind all these giant satellites? Well, that is the venue. It's kind of incognito, which honestly I really like, because you wouldn't think that such a beautiful event would be inside. So it's like a nice little surprise for everyone. All right, let's go. Cool perk, we get tested twice a week, and if we're not eating or putting on makeup or actually performing, gotta wear a mask. Up right ahead is the cast and crew entrance. So hold on, I gotta sign in. Beep.
No one tell the queen that I'm sitting on her throne. Oh my god. They're running through the queues. That was horrifying. We also have some costumes. So we have Lord Featherington and Philippa. Philippa? And some other cool things. You can take a portrait just like this, right over here in the portrait studio. It's really cool because it's really stylized. And you can use some pretty cool filters. It's quite beautiful. More costumes. Daphne. Oh my god, hi. Penelope. And Daphne again. She has some of my favorite costumes. We have the modiste storefront. Unfortunately, you can't buy any dresses, which is a shame. And then we have the portrait studio kind of entrance over there. And then we have the modiste counter where you can buy tiaras, beautiful jewelry, any accessories you might want to wear at the ball. Ooh, fan. And then something extra cool. We have a scavenger hunt that you can do throughout. Isn't that cool? I can't go into the ballroom at the moment because they're running through queues, but that's the experience room. And it's very, very good for the gram. This tea is delicious. It's a honey breakfast tea. It's a Duke and Duchess's. This tea is normally $20. I get it for free. I will be buying it at the end of this though. Because I have to. This is an excuse to buy all Bridgerton merch for the rest of my life, frankly. I'm gonna spend more money than I make, probably, on merch. But I think it'll be worth it.
I thought after the first 3 days, you know, I had this scratchy throat, a slight fever, and I was...
Oh my god. 3 shows later. It is roughly 9:30 at night. Yeah, our shows today were 3, 5:30, and 8. Our weekend shows have we have 3 weekend shows a day, and then on like weeknights it's 2 shows. No, tonight was actually really good. We had a proposal at our last show, and they made us aware of it, so we were able to do something kind of special with them. And what we did was we had them bow to the queen first, because that's part of the experience. You can bow to the queen. And he gets up to the queen and she curtsies. You know, he doesn't bow. And I was talking to the actress that plays the queen, and she goes, he said, "Your Majesty, I'm sorry, I can't bow to you first because I have to bow to the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with." And then he almost started crying. And then I almost started crying, and I'm not even involved. I was just like, but no, it was so sweet. And everyone had a blast. We had roughly 300 people come to the 3rd show, which is like full capacity for us. But it was a great night, and I am ready to go home. So I will see you there. Okay, I lied. I had to stop and pet Giant. If there's one thing you will learn from me as you watch my content, I love to give myself rewards, and therefore I got a reward. I got myself an Italian sandwich, because I was actually just talking about that with my coworkers, and I was like, I really want like a good sandwich, and I saw it and I was like, so here we are. I also got salt and vinegar chips because they are superior. No, I will not be taking any questions, comments, or concerns at this time because that is simply objective. Okay, now I'm going home.
I don't want to lie to you. I have been trying to stand up to film this for probably an hour now. My body is simply not having it. So here, we'll at least sit up. Oh God, my feet hurt. But no, the experience was great. Y'all got to see my costume, which was really nice. I had to be kind of quiet backstage, just out of respect to everyone else. Also, when you saw those nerds that I was eating, that was one of my coworkers that bought it for me because we were talking about candy yesterday. So he was like, "This made me think of you," and I was like, "Aw." It was a really great day. It's a really good experience. They have a few locations where this event takes place, and it's great. I enjoy it a lot, and I can't wait to work it for the rest of the run. I feel very honored to be able to do it. As my character says, especially when I run the portrait studio, I am beyond humbled to have you in my studio today, and I am beyond humbled to be able to serve the queen. Yes, quite. So, as for right now, though, your girl needs to get to bed because I have another 3-show day tomorrow. So, on that note, thank you so much for coming with me from my point of view of the Bridgerton experience. If you have any suggestions or recommendations for where you want to go next, feel free to comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the FUAME network because this is where we bring you the best local original content you can find where you work, live, and play. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go to bed. See you next time.